Let's go! Brock Purdy throws a pick. It wasn't the smoothest performance. At the end, I'm going to give you the harsh truth. Obviously, I owe a lot to Brock Purdy because I've done a lot of videos on him, and they have garnered a lot of views, even when I had basically 0 subscribers. And, man, I thought this Raiders, well, I'll give you my final thoughts on this performance a little bit later. So we get the little bit of a double pump, and we're getting this ball down the field to Deebo Samuel, and this is just a ridiculous catch. Deebo in the New Jersey number. We move the chains, baby. So we'll mix in a little all-22 for this as well. Obviously, as a defense, you never want George Kittle catching the football with that much space. You just don't want that because he could do that after the catch. All right, so we move ahead to later in this drive. I mean, this is just absolutely, positively ridiculous quarterback play. So, unblocked blitzer, and, you know, obviously in a perfect world, you want to throw in the direction of the blitz, okay? So, that's what Brock Purdy's trying to do, but he doesn't like that situation because there is a cloud corner who could come in and just absolutely clean the clock of Deebo. So he makes this guy miss and rolls out to the right side and eventually throws to the guy he should throw to in this situation, Jordan Mason. And it's a little bit of an inaccurate throw while he's getting hit, but Mason would tell you he should still be able to catch this, and he wasn't able to bring it all the way down. All right, it's 3rd and Richmond here. And man, Brock would like to have this back. First off, this to George Kittle, you hit him in stride. You don't know what he's going to do in this situation. And he is just painfully behind George here. Okay? Second thing is, well, there is a lot of pressure given up right here. And, well, it's unfortunate that happened because a dig did open up right here, okay? Now, did this open up just because the safety saw that the ball was being thrown to George Kittle? That could be the case, okay? But, man, and from this angle, you could see that the ball was deflected right here, okay? So, 49er fans, let me know down below, do you believe Jordan Mason is better than Elijah Mitchell? Man, Mason, I saw a stat. I think only Devon Achane had a higher yard per carry mark last year than Mason. Okay, obviously with a certain amount of minimum attempts, and obviously he got a lot of mop-up duty reps, but man, he's got serious juice after getting hit for the first time. So people make this joke all the time about Brock, how lucky he gets, and it is true. He has gotten some of the best interception luck, really good twist stunt from this Raiders end right here. Good job by the DT. And Brock just kind of throws this up while he's getting hit. And, of course, super tight spiral, barely over the hands of this linebacker. And it's caught by George Kittle. Precise throw, yes. Lucky throw, also yes. All right, so Brock, he's got some mobility to his game. And we get to here, and they're both out-breaking routes, and both the receivers here are very much out-leveraged, okay, as is Deebo over here. So neither one is open. He does a good job getting off of that, working to these routes. They're also not open. So Brock finds a pass rush lane to run through, and that's just really good quarterbacking. Use this space. And look at Brock right here at the end. He says, you know what? I'm going to get a little cutback action here. And, of course, the Raiders used to share a ballpark with the Oakland Athletics. And instead of sliding, he goes head first to gain those few extra yards. So it's very easy to Monday morning quarterback this. Split zone action, play action to Mason. They had been running the football effectively. Obviously, in this situation, you just want to hit Kittle in the upfield shoulder. There's no way that Brock Purdy could have known that there would be such a massive bust on the backside of this. And he also could hit Deebo here as well after Deebo gave a little rub. Can't really put that too much on Brock. And let's see if the end zone angle absolves him. I mean, there's no way he could have known, okay? Especially with the guy right here. He wouldn't have been able to make this throw anyway. So, still, all things considered, not a bad throw. Now, if you want to see an absolute laser, this is ridiculous. Play action fake to the left. Okay, Jordan Mason had been killing him. And by the way, Mason had a rushing touchdown after that tight end throw. So Brock Purdy has got a guy right in his face on the naked boot, right? No one blocked him, as is the design of this play. So one read right here for Purdy is to throw this ball here to Deebo. But as a shorter quarterback to actually get this football to Chris Conley, who started over here on the deep over, man, this is a great throw to Dollar Store Ayuk right here. And he hits him right in stride. Ridiculous, okay? And you have another appreciation for this from the end zone view. I mean, take a look at this beautiful bean footage. Man, that was actually a really good job by this end. Stopping and redirecting right here on the boot, okay? And, man, this throw is really good while you're getting hit. And you'll see, Purdy took a shot, bang, right on the shoulder. Ugh, that is tough to see. Little RPO action right here, or this could have just been a throw all the way. 49ers get a break. This player decides to go to the inside right here and is out of the play. Get the football to Deebo and let him do things. Yeah, definitely a weird play right here. Play action. Willis, who really struggled as a blocker as a rookie. Tight end, fullback hybrid right here. And let's see if there was anything open. So that's not open. This to Deebo, I mean, could that be thrown on the comeback? Sure. All right. But no matter what, if he goes 1 to 2 to 3, then to 4, then, you know, that should have been thrown to Kittle, right? Especially since you had been killing them to your tight end over the middle. I didn't show you another one. But Purdy does eventually get out of it and then get to Jordan Mason. And I got to be real, man. Mason is really good with the football in his hands. I understand Max Crosby and a lot of those starters aren't out there, but still, really good stuff. So we get to here, and I have done 2 film studies on the Raiders defense in the preseason, and they have been woefully, and I mean woefully bad. And you're about to see something absolutely crazy here as Brock Purdy throws an interception, okay? This, to me, on this 3rd and 6, was a terrible throw. I understand that it was a deflected INT, but, okay, I understand on 3rd and 6, living and dying, going with the ball to Deebo. This is more of an Ayuk route. Any 49ers fan would tell you that anyway. And DB has like just such a heavy inside leverage here that this slant is never, ever going to be open. Okay? That is so tough for any receiver to break through there. Okay? So really, this is just never, ever, ever going to be completed. So it is picked off right here. It does get returned all the way back. And, man, in a preseason game, I would tell my quarterback to never, ever try and go make this tackle. He does eventually make the play, but not in a preseason game. Don't want him doing that. So if Purdy would have just gotten off of this, I understand it's 3rd and 6 and you want to work quickly, but this Raiders defense on the back end has just been a disaster this entire preseason. And if you don't believe me, they made Trey Lance look like the second coming of Joe Montana. Go watch this video for yourself. You'll see that they're running a switch route, right? Kittle's going through here, this receiver's going through here, and 2 of the Raiders DBs run into each other, and it would have been a touchdown not only here, but here if Purdy would have worked backside. Okay, I understand it's a slant and you just want to throw it, but man, oh man, oh man, that was a chance right there, obviously, to score an easy one. So how do I feel about Brock Purdy going into next year? Well, I still like him a lot. I understand any fantasy analyst would tell you that his touchdown rate was absolutely absurd last year. I get it. But long shot odds to win the MVP when he was very close to winning the MVP last year, and we know this team is probably going to win 10 games, I think it's worth taking a flyer on it, right? I think most people look at Brock Purdy as more of a regression candidate, and I have been a guy that's, on my football card channel, a notorious Brock skeptic. But I do think he could be really freaking good yet again this year, with one major asterisk, they do need Brandon Ayuk back. I'm sorry. They just do. Now, thanks to our friends at nooffseason.com. I do live shows with them every Tuesday at 11 a.m. on the Football Card Quest. We are giving away a Nick Bosa card. All you got to do is tag me at Card of the Power and at No Offseason Pod, and you have a chance to win this card, okay? It's all for you, baby. 49ers Nation. Let's see what you got this year. It is Power Hour NFL. Boom! If you want to see some more of my Brock content, it is floating in your face. Preseason playlist as well. And tonight, we are doing meatballs. Let's go.